Howdy folks, Matt here with Gulf Coast Fit, and my boy Dan and I are about to demonstrate and bust out a strength-based micro session. This is a 15-minute micro session that entails 3 exercises, 5 tempo push-ups, 5 pull-ups, and 5 step-ups on each leg. So we're keeping it to 5s because that's relatively low volume. Our intention here is to address strength. So we're using exercises in a manner where 5 reps is all we need. That's all of the stimulus and the intensity we need to address strength. So we're gonna load ourselves up with plenty of weight on the step-ups, keeping 5 reps on each leg. We're going to add bands. We may add or subtract bands on the push-ups, and we're doing 5 tempo push-ups where each repetition lasts anywhere from 3 up to 10 seconds. That way 5 push-ups gives us a longer duration of time under tension, and our goal is for that 5 push-ups to be pretty much all we need for that set. And then with the pull-ups, we're going to make sure that 5 reps on the pull-ups is effective enough to give us the strength stimulus that we need. So we can do that by making the tempo of the pull-ups slow. We can take wide grip, makes the push-ups or the pull-ups more challenging. We can squeeze and add a pause in the top and make them pause reps. We can do a slow negative on the way down. But the goal here is to use exercises that may or may not be exactly typically a strength tool for each of us, but to use it as a strength tool and manipulate the parameters and the execution of the exercises so that it gives us the strength type stimulus. Remember that if you're really trying to address strength, you need to make something challenging enough in some way, shape, or form to where a handful of reps is all you need. If you're doing an exercise and you drift above several reps, you're drifting up to 8, 10 plus reps, it's not going to give you strength benefits anymore. You need to do exercises that force you to apply more force. That's why we're weighting down these step-ups. That's why we'll execute pull-ups however we need to make 5 everything we've got. And that's why we're adding bands potentially on the push-ups and going extra slow. So it's 3 exercises, 15-minute EMOM. Every minute on the minute we'll do one of the exercises, and we'll keep filtering through those exercises. And this is really about taking your time with good quality reps. It's not about getting them done quickly. It's not about doing a ton of volume. And we're trying to limit how much fatigue affects our ability to produce a lot of force and execute these exercises in a strength-based manner. So, do you have your watch on you too? Nope. Oh, I got you. I was gonna say I'll have my watch going, but if we both have our eye on the time, then it just might make it.
Are you banging it out too?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with you. So, I mean, your call. I can blurt it out too, but sometimes if you just like to be able to see where you're at, then that's cool too. I'll make sure I hit the play button after talking about all that. Yep, looks good. All right, so we're gonna have step-ups right here. We've positioned our step-ups with 2 20-pound dumbbells on the highest part of this ledge, so that way the range of motion is as great as possible. Again, so that 5 is all we need. We're gonna do band or push-up station right here in the middle, adding which band we need for resistance, and then pull-up variations up high. So hopefully you can see all that. All right, man, so we're gonna run through 5 cycles. 5 techniques. So, what do you want to start on? I'd like to start on pull-ups, and I'll start on step. So pick what band you want on the push-ups here. I can grab a red band too, and aim for that 8 seconds. That's 8 seconds for the full push-up count. Yeah, well, start big, just get 5 push-ups. All those. So on all of these, there's multiple ways to make 5 reps on each. So it doesn't have to be consistent each rep. Band and wide grip, maybe 1 rep. Don't right, sure. Maybe get to 3, do a couple of little jumps, 5 reps in your own way, and variety.
Yeah, that's certainly easier.
man, and these step-ups are 5 on each leg. So this one we go a little quicker than those two. Yeah, just bust them out, keep them strict. All right, let's start our timers together. And 3, 2, 1, go. So that took me 38 seconds, and I was flowing through pretty quick. So even at 40 pounds, it was a lot for 5 reps. Just make your muscle contraction very aggressive, like every rep you're stretching as hard as you can. We can't really take our time on this one. 5 seconds. Emphasis on our recovery reps. We still don't want fatigue to lessen how hard we can try to make it. Still get recovery. I'll tie you in. Use the purple one?
Yeah.
Right on. Right on.
Morning.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to see you with Pete's body ever again.
We both have different strengths and weaknesses, so we have to figure out what we need to do to alter each exercise so that 5 reps suits our needs. Whether it's changing up the grip on the pull-ups, adding or subtracting band assistance, adding or subtracting band assistance on the push-ups, or slowing the tempo down. Up, go time. So we'll figure that pace out on the step-ups. Just bang them out quick, but just flex hard.
Killed our king.
40 pounds isn't really a lot of weight for either of us to do 5 step-ups on each leg. So we have to contract as hard as we can. So we can't really slow those down. So we've got to get 10 in and have time to switch by the next minute.
Yeah, I was definitely feeling the lack of recovery on that last set.
The king's alive. I don't want to kill him. gonna be
What we
touching
can
my
also
leg.
do
They gonna be touching
is
my leg.
preload the tension on the step up so that we'll get it done a little faster, plus it builds more and more on that leg. Keep the pressure on the top leg as much as possible and just barely touch the ground. Alright, go time again. Since it's only 5 push-ups, as long as we have a minimum of 3 seconds tempo, you can load up maybe 2 bands. It's kind of like a 5 rep push-up max. It's kind of a nice bench press alternative.
Over here, King.
Alright, clock's still ticking. Now it's go time again.
Let me fix the brake for you.
We are going to get a little conditioning in, but we're on round 7 already. Close to our halfway point.
Alright.
15 seconds. What we're doing there is keeping the top leg loaded, barely putting any weight on the bottom leg to make the 5 step-ups harder.
I realized my mistake was time. All that.
Stop. Stop throwing sand. Alright, I'm serious.
So more productive with this purple.
So what?
Yes.
More productive with this purple.
Yeah, the false part, decrease the resistance, and maybe increase the tempo again. Just find that balancing act.
Yeah, it's feeling pretty good with the explosion up and then the slow negatives.
I had to forego the tempo just to try to do all 3 bands. So that's the last. I'm only going to try that once. I definitely couldn't get it up. So you'll see on the pull-ups, I added a pause at the top, went wide grip, added a leg raise. Again, so 5 reps would be all I need. I think I'm bust out a lot of pull-ups normally. So I need to put some thought and intention behind each and every rep.
Stop it.
Completely strict, no bottom leg. It's crucial. And always control the negative, the eccentric, on the way down. Keep the top leg loaded.
Stop it. Stop it.
getting somewhere. Whoop, I don't know if that helped. Nope, I don't think so. All right, here we are in round 11.
First, we gotta get a lot of sand on it. Digging the sand in the shovel.
Bottom of our fourth round here.
Alright. Now first, I think we got enough sand on it. We gotta give him smooth this down. Yeah. Belly button.
Bottom of the fourth. One more round of each to go. I'm gonna recommit to keeping things clean, crisp, strict, and milking it is our last opportunity to enhance our mind-body connection on all three of these. Really adhering to less is more. We don't have a lot of resistance out here. We gotta make do with what we have, make it more effective.
Alright, we gotta make him hang on. We gotta make him.
All right, top of the last round. Drink it in.
Alright, well we gotta build it.
I will. I'll do it. Bye, baby. Love you.
Woo! Hey, stop. Get off it. Alright, you break free. Uh-oh. Stop. Don't jump on it.
Nice tempo.
No. Why? Bill, our glorious king.
10 seconds. I think that's my slowest round too.
So, like, I promise to avenge that. He'll be the experience
Doing strength in an EMOM fashion is kind of an oxymoron because you need to rest as much as you need to. But with simple exercises, staying timely, doing the best we can to keep these 5 reps high intensity in absence of a lot of fatigue. Oh, that was it. Thought I had one more set. The reason why I say doing a strength type of stimulus in a EMOM fashion every minute on the minute is you have to really be deliberate about starting on time and finishing with enough time to utilize your recovery breaths. Move on to an exercise that you've selected that is not counterproductive with the previous exercise. We went with 3 exercises here. They all had different types of challenge to make the 5 reps optimal for our purpose. The pull-ups are the hardest. You don't need to try to make those much harder, you know, compared to something like the step-ups or push-ups. Those step-ups, either of us could have done 20 reps on each leg if we want to. So we really focused on contracting, maximal contractile force in our quadriceps, glutes, and hammies on every rep. So that way it's completely up to working on our mind-muscle connection to make that effective. With the band push-ups, that's another one that would typically be a stamina exercise for either of us. We had to add a good amount of band resistance and a very slow, deliberate tempo to make 5 reps all we needed. So that went really well. Try that at home. Remember, you need to find how you need to do each variation, each exercise to suit your needs. It takes some trial and error, a decent amount. But that, nothing good comes fast, and that's what training's about. Practice, repeat, refine, and move forward slowly but surely. Out.